This video is a continuation of a discussion at an online forums. The discussion is about the claim that human beings have energy. A video clip showing three people interacting with each other was presented as evidence that human beings have energy. Various situations involving the three people in the video clip were said to be the result of the interaction of the energy of the people involved in each situation. The claim of this video is that each of the following example situations from the video clip demonstrate the existence of human energy by the synchronized movements that occur between the human beings involved in each situation. That claim is based on the statistical impossibility that the movements of two human beings could be so similar and so synchronized unless there was some kind of connection between the two human beings that guided them into performing similar movements in a synchronized way. A concept from modern science that could explain a connection between two human beings through empty air is the concept of energy, which is one of the reasons for claiming that human beings have energy. The movements in the example situations are all extremely short. The movements are so short that it is difficult to see what is happening at normal video speed. The viewer may need to pause the video, then manually scrub over the video frame by frame to clearly see what is happening. The first situation involves the man and the black-haired woman. The woman initiates a physical movement, which the man mimics a split second later, as if his body is connected to and following the woman's body. The video clip will show the man standing behind the hair model. The black-haired woman is standing to the side with an arrow under her left hand. The woman will clutch her left hand to her body, and the arrow will follow the movement. As the woman raised her hand to her body, the man's body did not react too much. The next video clip shows the continuation of the woman's motion, with two arrows under the man's arms and an arrow at the back of the woman. Please try to track all three arrows as they move. When the woman finished the motion of clutching her hand to herself, her entire body then bent slightly forward. As the woman bent forward, the man simultaneously raised his hands up towards himself in a position similar to the hand of the woman. The movements of the two people in this situation are an example of the energy linkage that can occur between two human beings. When the woman moves her body, the man feels those movements through the energy link and either mimics them or reacts to them in some way. The next situation involves the two women. The black-haired woman initiates a movement by bringing her hands together. As the movement continues, the black-haired woman then spreads her hands apart. As the black-haired woman spreads her hands apart, the blonde woman brings her hands together. When the hands of the two women are moving in a synchronized way, their heads are also moving in a synchronized way. The black-haired woman's head moves to her right, while the blonde-haired woman's head simultaneously turns to her left. This example demonstrates the same phenomena demonstrated in the man and woman video example. The synchronized movements of two human beings that can only be explained by some kind of connection between the two of them that informs them of the movements of the other person's body. In the next situation, the man is holding his head in an odd way because that is what the energy connection with the woman tells him the woman's energy is doing. The man normally holds his head erect, so the odd position the woman's energy wants him to hold his head in is uncomfortable for him. The next video clip shows the man beginning to straighten his head. An arrow emphasizes the movement of his head. An arrow is then placed under the woman's left arm, which is partially hidden by the hair model's body. The following video clip will show the man continue the motion of raising his head. As the man completes the raising his head motion, The left arm of the woman will simultaneously raise up and touch her nose. Because the man and woman are energy linked, when the man straightens up his head so he feels better, the woman's body feels a straightening up sensation through the energy link. The woman's reaction to the straightening up sensation is to raise her left finger to her nose in sync with the man straightening up his head. In the next video clip, the black-haired woman makes a pointing motion at herself. The pointing gesture is one the woman makes frequently because of the condition her body is in. In the next situation, the man is holding his arm in a similar position. Because the man's body is not in the same condition as the woman's body, holding his arm curled up feels so uncomfortable to him that the man wants to stop holding his arm that way. The man does not just drop his arm to change position though. Because the man understands the low-level construction of the human body, he moves his body in a way that follows the construction of the human body. First, the man rotates his body back and to his left. The first movement positioned his body so that he can now finish straightening the arm in a way that follows the low-level construction of the human body. In the final example, the man has made a mistake, but he has blamed the black-haired woman for it. The black-haired woman tells him that the mistake is his, but he refuses to listen to her or look at her. After the black-haired woman tries talking to the man, she stops talking and leans over towards the man. This situation demonstrates the man's stronger energy. The woman is trying to manipulate the man through their energy linkage, but he successfully resists her. Because the man's energy is stronger, when the woman's attempts to manipulate him fail, her body falls in towards him as if she had been trying to pull on an object that was too heavy for her, and then rebounded towards the object in exhaustion. Because of space considerations, the examples presented in this video have little or no detailed explanation of what is happening. This could be frustrating to the viewer who is sincerely interested in this material. The viewer who still wants more after watching this analytical video should compare this analytical video to the original source video. Comparing the original source video with no arrows blocking the view to the various analytical video clips with arrows, and the ability to repeatedly watch the situations at whatever speed feels comfortable, should provide more useful information to the motivated viewer about the energy link between human bodies and how the link affects the behavior of the linked human bodies.